Hi, I'm Paul Perdue and I am the infrastructure nerd. And today we're going to talk about communication and brevity. The other day I made a note that said, set travel to 4. Now, I knew that meant that I was going to leave at 4 o'clock instead of 5 o'clock. But when I looked at it, I realized that since I hadn't put 4:00, anybody else that looked at it might interpret it differently. Set travel from 2 to 4. Maybe there were 2 people traveling before, now there's 4 people traveling. Could have a lot of different meanings. I think I wrote set travel to 4 and just plain 4 for brevity. So I wouldn't have to write out the colon and the 00. I used to have one of those voice recorders. We all do now. It's called a phone. But I used to have one of those little teeny things that would record 90 seconds of voice memos. This was back 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. I can't tell you how many of them went through the washer. That's a whole different story. And I would record these voice memos that, because I only had 90 seconds, were very brief. And I would specifically come up with ways to say what I was trying to communicate to myself later in a very brief way so that I wouldn't use up all of the 90 seconds of time that was available to me. The problem was that I would listen to these over and over and over again 2 days later, trying to figure out what the heck I was talking about. I would abbreviate to the fact that it was indecipherable. Now, back then, I guess I'm going to date myself when I say that the first computer that my father, who was a patent attorney, and I bought for Purdue Law Offices had a 10 megabyte hard disk in it. And so this voice recorder had 90 seconds of time. I can assure you that the piece of paper that I wrote set travel to 4 on had plenty of space. It used to be that we were brief and used brevity to save a valuable resource. Gigabytes or megabytes on a hard disk, seconds on a voice memo recorder. We don't need that anymore. We don't need to worry about saving space. Everything's electronic. There's plenty of space. Google's giving away terabytes of data to get people to come over to use Google Drive. Gone are the times when we need to abbreviate what we're saying or what we're trying to communicate in order to get it to where it needs to be. Now it's more of a time where we can be as succinct and as complete as we need to be. And it doesn't cost us anything extra for the space on the paper to write the colon 00, for the amount of time that you have available in your voice recorder. Those limiting factors are gone. So what should we maybe communicate a little bit better today so that in 2 days we'll know what the heck we were talking about? That's my rant for today. What's yours?